keeping watch.
Yeah, superior tower. 3 cars required. Ooh, a lot of things here. What is here? A bridge? We can claim. The villagers of Sarnia know little about the ruined highway standing above their home. Children play below its arches, oblivious to the danger the crumbling structure possesses. Judging from its age and the statues adorning its pillars, I would conjecture that it dates from the golden age of the Tevinter Imperium. It is an imposing sight, one I am glad to have seen. Brother Jenny TV, the Travelers of Chantry Scholar by Brother Jenny TV. We know that guy. What should I claim? I thought, okay. It's downstairs then, I guess. Okay, God.
Have you heard from any of your Kirkwall associates yet?
You're asking me? So you don't read my letters?
You're no longer my prisoner, much as you like to act like it.
Yet I still get all the suspicion.
I am not without sympathy, especially given recent events.
Why, Seeker, I would never accuse you of having sympathy. By the way, I tend to refer to my associates as friends. Maybe you're not familiar with the concept.
So I think he does. I think he does contact them. At least that's what we tend to believe. Let's go back to our camp because I cannot go anywhere with the amount of health and health potions. That was dragon. I'm sure there are dragons here.
Should we look around?
Yeah. Valeska'S watch. Enter Valeska'S watch? What is that? Ooh, not bad. What does it say? In death. In war, victory, in peace, vigilance, in death, sacrifice. My brothers and sisters in vigilance. By drinking of the chalice, you are Grey Warden. Though you perished, you died with blood joined with mine. I honor your sacrifice and carry your memory into battle. Meline of Arlezans, I remember you. Leonid de Furman, I remember you. Aldwin, I remember you. Grey Wardens right here. We can enter this place. Valeska'S watch. I honestly don't want to. Oh, I do not trust this place at all. Valeska'S watch. I have marked the areas of interest on the maps provided. I will draw particular attention to Valeska'S watch, an old Grey Warden outpost. It guards a deep road's entrance sealed after the Third Blight. Because of the entrance's size, the Warden feared Darkspawn would find a way through despite their efforts. Senior Warden Valeska recommended they build a fort over the collapsed tunnel so Wardens could always guard it. They did so for centuries. The Grey Warden's disappearance means Valeska'S watch is now unguarded. If the seal over the entrance has degraded, Darkspawn may infest it. Be wary when entering this area. The Blight is a slow death, and one I would save you all from suffering. A missive from Liliana to Inquisition agents bound for Empress du Lion. Liliana? Are we sure we want to enter this? Hello, Darkspawn? Okay, that was very difficult. But it's done. King's Willow. What is that? The material. More. Okay. Joining Chalice.
It still feels good to be helping the Grey Wardens, even after everything.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And also the fact that they all left. Grey Warden Diaries. The older woman, the one who got me out of prison, she told me she was sending me down a tunnel to kill Darkspawn. That's insane. I let them conscript me so I wouldn't hang. I'm not going looking for a Darkspawn. They have disease. I've had enough of this. I'm free and I'm not going back. The Wardens can find someone else to do their work. I'm gone as soon as night falls. From a battered journal. Some loot here. So, nothing? Noble shield. Armor. Actually, I think that might be better than the one we have, yeah. It is better, so... Oh, wait. This is for level 19. I'll give this to Black Hole, and this one I'll give to Cassandra when she hits level 19. More of them. What is he doing all the way there? They just jump like that. Is that it? Energize. Okay. Night Slayer. Wait, not done here, you just Deep Road's entrance, the seal holds. With the fifth blight rumored to be starting in Ferelden, most of the spawn will have moved east. I still hear scrabbling occasionally. Would they try to dig their way through? Perhaps they sense us. I recommend we reinforce the barricades. Till then, so long as we stay vigilant, all should be well. From the writing of K10, Grey Warden. Winter's Breath. There's something here. Grey Warden Diaries. They're broken through. The last time we had any trouble here, it was during the Blight. The records say someone reported hearing scrabbling. They investigated but found no danger. After the Archdemon was killed, we got complacent. We might need to destroy all of the Bastion to keep them back. There aren't enough of us left to man the post. If there's a raid, we might not stand. They could get out, attack the town, waiting for word from the Warden Commander. In the meantime, I'll do all I can. From a diary found in Valeska'S watch. So they couldn't keep it? Or what happened?
Pity about this outpost.
Yeah. These stones do not look good. Okay. Only this. Oh, not bad. Oh, our companions got level up. Let's go. Now Cassandra can have the armor. This one. Yeah. Balmaster. I wonder if there will be like such thing as Grey Wardens ever again. Like a big deal. Grey Wardens. Because now it feels like it's just past. It's not relevant anymore. They're not relevant. I love this map so much. It's so like calm. I didn't like that cave though. The cave was not nice. Not a cave, but the outpost. Okay. Let's go talk to... Oh, upgrade. Right. What can we choose? Caring and support a cosmetic upgrade that declares the Inquisition promise to be both welcoming and protective for all who seek its support, or a sparring ring. Skill and dedication, a cosmetic upgrade that declares the Inquisition's investment in the recruitment and training of its soldiers, so that all who wish to fight are put to their best use. I'll choose this. I think it's more important because a lot of people come here mostly injured and they're all like running away from somewhere. So aspiring is also good, but I'm sure that we'll find a lot more like a better place for like our soldiers to train. Yeah. 2 out of 3 upgrades completed. Let's go talk to Blackhole, because we completed his
The
quest.
war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Sweetheart Josephine!
So I hear you're smitten with our lovely ambassador.
Really? You too? Who put you up to this?
Barry.
Josephine is brilliant, graceful, witty. Yes, I admire her, as we all should.
Dodging the question.
Uh-huh.
Does it even matter? Nothing will ever come of it. Though I would appreciate it if you and the others would not speak quite so loudly about it. I think the spy master suspects. She's been glaring at me like she wants me on her mantle.
Ah! Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
I think he said it already.
What do you think of my advisors?
Liliana is lonely. That's really all I see. All she has is her work. I
Liliana?
pity her sometimes, as odd as that may seem.
Thoughts on my inner circle?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
I've been too hard on Cole. He's odd and often confounding, but there may be some good in him after all. The least I can do is support him while he sorts himself out.
What about our cause?
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
Okay.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
A little cold, this conversation was. Didn't really like it.
Did you need something?
Do you have time to talk? Tell me about your colleagues, anything I should know.
Is there anything I should know?
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me on principle. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
I like you. What does that mean?
I've never disliked you on principle.
I noticed.
Oh. I've noticed. Do you have time to talk?
Do you have some time?
For you, always.
I was looking for a kiss. People will gossip.
The Commander of the Inquisition and the Herald of Andraste. That will have people talking.
You wouldn't believe how quickly gossip spreads through
Yeah.
the barracks.
Does it bother you?
I would rather our private affairs remain that way. But if there were nothing here for people to talk about, I would regret it more.
Ah. Oh. Okay. Okay.
The day you kissed me on the battlements, how long had you wanted to do that?
Longer than I should admit.
You don't have much patience for nobility. I'm glad my title didn't scare you off.
I hadn't considered. I have no title outside the Inquisition. I hope that doesn't... I mean, does it bother you?
No. No. To my family, maybe not me. That's a strange question. Of course not.
No. If you care for me, that's all that matters. I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
I'm not very good at this, am I? If I seem unsure, it's because it's been a long time since I've wanted anyone in my life. I wasn't expecting to find that here. Or you.
Oh, that sounds so sweet. god. I can literally cry about anything. About anything.
Think you could slip away?
I believe so. Wait for me.
Aww. Oh, that's very sweet. That's very sweet. Okay. A lovely conversation, I should say. Solas. Is there anything we can talk?
Sleep well?
If I slept well. Yes. What does he mean?
I've never
Incredible?
done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
That sounds
No.
weird.
Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now,
Yeah.
and if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Okay. What can we talk about? Tell me about elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
Yeah, she does, definitely. You don't seem to like her.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
Tell me about ancient elves.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
What else?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Tell me about Dalish, tell me about city elves, tell me about elven magic.
I've heard tales that Dalish magic is different from the magic I learned in the Circle.
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways.
Yeah.
Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Special. Was immortality due to magic?
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
About blood magic.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinda disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic.
Yeah.
It matters only in how it is used.
Yeah. Blood magic seems interesting. Blood magic is evil. I don't mind blood magic. It really depends. We've seen a lot of crazy blood magic, that's for sure. Especially in... I mean, everywhere, in every game, there was crazy blood magic that you should not practice. We've seen blood magic that Meryl was using. We've seen blood magic that Morrigan was using. It was also sort of blood magic. Mostly, people go crazy. That's mostly. So, I think... I mean, I don't... Like, if it's for a good purpose, even though, like, I don't think there's a good purpose of blood magic. I know I'm gonna... My opinion is that I hate it. I do not like it. It shouldn't be practiced. And if it should be practiced, There should be people who can take care of you after you use it, who can maybe like prevent you from doing crazy things. I would say blood magic is evil, but of course he's gonna disagree with me because it's only natural. So this is that type of guy.
Every time I've seen blood magic used, it's been for some evil purpose.
Yeah.
I once saw a woman stabbed in the stomach with a dagger. She died slowly, in agony. It was repulsive. If the Chantry outlawed daggers, would that stop people from using them? Of course not. Some would use daggers in secret, ashamed, and some would find rebellion titillating, step down the path of depravity.
That metaphor doesn't work. The alternative is to Winter. Fine, they're still evil.
So we should allow blood magic to be used freely. It works so well for the Imperium.
Tevinter's foundation stones are the bones of ancient elves with slave blood for the mortar. It is an example of nothing more than gilded savagery. Pitiable in a way. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
Tell me about Dalish.
I'd like to know more about the Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
Tell me about city elves.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
We haven't talked. While I was talking to Solas, I realized that we haven't really talked to Dorian in a while. So let's go talk to him.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Never. I don't think it will ever be done. Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Yeah.
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
It's obvious to me. If you say so, I hadn't noticed. Don't push your luck. If you say so.
You certainly think highly of yourself.
It's true. I could be more modest, but I'd be lying.
Now, what was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Family's angry with you. I mean,
Why
we
would
know
your
that.
family be upset with your
We know that.
choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan.
Yeah.
If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family.
Yeah.
We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
Ah, careful breeding.
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other. They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
You don't like Tevinter.
I'm getting the impression that you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse
everybody
to acknowledge
else.
how far we've fallen because pretending is easier.
Just like
We
everybody
pretend
else.
The Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
But why do you care?
It just seems... So much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And Despite appearances, we care deeply about everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Aww. I think we all feel that way. The people who left. I don't know, people say that people leave for a reason, but we'll miss it. Why not go back?
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home.
Yeah.
Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
Okay.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Okay, Dorian.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Yeah. Dorian is fun. Liliana. What is it?
A message from Divine Justinia.
What? You mean an old one? I'm pretty sure she's dead. It's a trap. Are you alright?
That's a shock. You're all right reading it. Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died.
Okay.
I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine.
Okay.
It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Whatever you need, so you want to leave, send someone else.
Is this you asking permission to leave for a bit?
Well, yes. I can't imagine I'll be away from my post for very long. And I was hoping you would agree to come with me. Will you at least consider it? One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it.
Okay.
I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Chantry in Valence. Join Liliana at the Chantry in Valence. Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna do this in the next episode. I don't know how long this episode is gonna be, but I'm sure it's gonna be long. Actually, you never know. Oh, very interesting. I really like today's new map, or new place. And I like the conversations. They were great as well. We'll see what we're gonna find in the Chantry. But honestly, it sounds like a trap to me. We'll see. But for now, that's it. If you want to see more of the Dragon Age Inquisition videos, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel. It was all for today. Thank you for watching till the very end of this video, and I hope we'll see each other in the next one. So thank you for watching, and bye.